I decided that I was just gonna... There's been enough of me aimlessly... Well, this isn't me aimlessly wandering around. Because I'm heading for somewhere in particular. Not this place, though. Turns out that I think I've got everything I need to progress. But because I couldn't bring back up what Lakmia said, I had no fucking clue. So... I need to use that on him. So now he's inside us, or inside our orb. And then use that on that. As soon as you combine the silver orb with the golden thorn and the stave, a wave of power joyfully courses through your body. You've created the legendary Staff of Ages. And what was it before? And how did anybody ever have it if it needed him inside it? Okay, the next bit is this, as I thought was a combination thing. I needed to use it on some kind of glove and, I don't know, 4 sticks. What it actually means is hand. Do-do-do. This. And the guide said the 4th finger. But I don't know if it meant including the thumb. I guess it doesn't matter. No, give me that back. Does it go on all of these? Fuck off! My god. What? A tremor ran through the caves. Why? I'm making sure. Oh, fuck, it fits on all of them. Yeah, I don't know whether it means the 4th digit or the 4th finger. And does it mean 4 from the left or 4 from the right? I'm going to assume it's that one. Okay, and then apparently we play the Platinum Horn. You confidently place the instrument to your lips and blow. A single clear note sounds and echoes throughout the chamber. The bladed sun answers the horn's call, illuminating with a pulsing of power, grudgingly with a grinding of ancient stone. The mouth of the great skull slides open, revealing a doorway. So can we nab it now? Aha! Fuck you. That's going on eBay when we get out of here. Whoa, what the hell? The mammoth chamber shakes as you enter, nearly driving you to your knees. An awe-inspiring creature, flush with immense power, rises from a glowing pit. Veins of energy are arc from the pit, disappearing through the rock walls below and into the foundations of the world beyond. Whoop, cutscene? Okay.
And so, young Jair, it begins.
Uh-oh.
At last, like a fool to folly, I led you thus. You brought me to that which I could not easily bring myself. Behold, the behemoth. He who has been here since the foundations of the world were laid. Within him is power immeasurable. Power that even the circle could not foresee. Witness now as I take this power. Witness the rise of Talimar the Black.
Uh-oh. Several entities coalesce from the pit to surround the behemoth. The air crackles with a gathering of energies. I thought something was going to happen. Isn't that the plot of a movie? Where the guy makes the good guy do everything for him and then he just comes along at the end and says, haha, I got you to do it all for me, fuck you. So Talimar the Black, huh? The cloaked, vaguely skeletal form of Talimar the Black stands triumphant upon a floating stone platform. It appears the Warlock Lord is preparing a great spell. Oh, we don't have a capture orb anymore. Zap him. Ow! As you ready your attack, the Warlock Lord senses your motives and levels a blast of power towards you. The dark projectile engulfs your body, burning you alive from the inside out. What was once Jair crumbles to the ground as Talimir the Black cackles with glee. I'm a warrior. I'm gonna win. Why didn't he just do that from the start? Why is he even giving me a... Uh-oh. Is the Behemoth pissed that he killed us? Or is it just that there's no one there to stop him anymore?
It is mine now. The power is mine to command. All shall fear the Dread Lord. None shall stand in my way.
Whoops. I done fucked up. Bad ending.
Today, death has
Shut up.
claimed a hero of them.
Fuck you, Death. Why don't you help out? You're the only one who's going to suffer from all this. Well, you're not the only one who's going to suffer, but you'll have to work overtime, like... going and visiting... You... What? Really? 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 You gave me a cutscene and didn't save after the cutscene. I mean, there's nothing written in gaming lore that you have to, but you'd think it'd make frigging sense. Shut up and get in my bag. Kind of curious what happens if you put this on the wrong one. Okay, so game saved. Now what? Use this? Nothing, I guess? Ah! The bladed sun set within the stone finger glows an angry red. You can't help but think something is wrong. Without warning, searing flames from the eyes of the great skull confirm that you are indeed wrong. Dead wrong. Yeah! Boom, boom, boom. So what happens to Talimir? Doesn't this mean that he can't get access to the Behemoth and, you know, the world's saved? Surely that's it's not a ultra good ending, but it's still a better ending than the world blowing up. You'd have to think. Am I at the end of the game? I guess I've gotta be. Unless there's more dungeon after this. Like, I don't know. Talimir escapes with the Behemoth power and buggers off somewhere. We have to chase him down. Shut up.
And so,
We heard. It begins. Hey! So what do I do? Okay, save. There we go. Feed him? Play a nice soothing song? It seems to have been the answer before. With a sudden show of power, one of the entities launches itself at the Behemoth. The huge beast roars in pain at the violent supernatural confrontation. A gap? I don't even know what this does. Sure, let's use it on the Behemoth. Without warning, one of the strange entities leaves its orbit and hurls itself into the Behemoth. The great creature buckles a bit but stands firm, shrugging off the attack. As the beast locks eyes with you, You sense a vast intelligence beyond your understanding. Yeah, he looks like he went to university, doesn't he?
I read that book once. What do you think you're doing? Why aren't you using the right spell? What do you mean you don't know which one does which what? Fuck, I don't know. This one. On this.
Pulsating with power, the preternatural entity smashes into the behemoth. Clearly hurt, the creature bellows with rage, but valiantly continues to hold fast the forces beneath it. Your eyes dart to the Warlock Lord, noting the spell. The wizard is readying a devastating spell. One he will surely unleash upon the embattled Titan. Yeah, but I can't do shit against him, he just kills me. What do I do, dickhead? You have the power, now what we use it on, think. What is the real evil here? What? What do you mean, who's the real evil here? I can't use it. I assume I've got to use this. Maybe I use it on the Titan? What? Fearing the behemoth, you level a blast of power at the great creature rising from the pit. As the Titan's power withers and wanes, the malevolent presence of the Warlock Lord grows, expanding exponentially within the chamber. Well, this doesn't sound good either. What? But I killed it. Did I not? How does me killing it mean that, like me, Talimar gets to absorb its power?
It is mine now. The power is mine to command.
Why? You did shit. I killed him. Why did I have the power?
None shall stand
Eat a
in
dick.
my way.
Shut up. What?
What a pity.
Oh shit! That was different. Crap. Okay, we'll do it again so we can at least see what... how Lakmir calls us out for being a douche. Yaha, yaha. Think, what is the true evil here? This guy, again. Oh yeah. Skip.
What a pity that you have failed in your grand quest.
What? That's it? Fuck off. What a pity, you suck. Load and try again. What a pity, you used the fucking staff on the wrong thing. What a dick you are. How come you can't see that it's painfully obvious you use it on... I use it on him, he kills me. Use it on him, he kills me. Use it on this? You level the Staff of Ages at the being. Joined by the essence of Lakmir, the surge of ancient power flows from your body and through the staff in a beam of kaleidoscopic energy. Huh? That's not kaleidoscopic. What?
No! What have you done, fool?
I'm not entirely sure.
Destroyed. You have brought desolation upon us.
I've seen the other endings, dumbass. You're not fooling anybody.
Ruin? I think not. You have done well, grandson.
Ho ho! Plot
The
twist.
behemoth is neither good nor evil, but simply one who holds fast the fates of this world. Life, death, war, peace, sorrow, joy. These he disperses from the pit in careful measure. He has guarded these fates, and I, in turn, have guarded his power. Until now.
Now you get to stay in this tower forever.
Pass unto you, bestow upon your brow a new name. Lord Jair of the Westland. Forsake it not, and wield it well. For in you, the circle shall live on.
The Circle of One. Why didn't you just call him grandson from the beginning? And if he's the chosen one, why did they send like thousands of people to die? Trying to stop Talamar. This music seems a bit out of place. Huh. I don't get that at all. That final battle. Use it on either Talamar or the massive demon, and you die. You use it on one of the glowing circles, you live. And Talamar suddenly gets wrapped up in chains and dies. Where did that come from? What? This is one of those where you can't skip the credits. Oh, there it is. Is there anything after? Or is it just going to dump us back to the title screen?
For 40 years he has reigned. Jair, Lord of the Westland, the seed of prophecy.
Doesn't look too happy with his job.
He who defeated Talamar the Black and kept the fates of the world secure in the behemoth's grip. Or so he thought. For from within the pit, strife had escaped. Unchecked, it moved throughout the Westland and its bordering ally, Kal Torlin. And it was there it sowed discord and discontent. And the eons-old lasting peace between the two nations? Not but a fool's dream. Within Kal Torlin's capital city of Gwenenthel, the change is evident. The vast port city has slowly shuttered its doors. Its great docks no longer host to the tall sails of ships from faraway lands. Its bustling streets, once replete with merchants and wayfarers, now empty. Well, nearly so. For it is here we find a small fenling, moving in plain sight as they often do. Like Lord Jair, he goes by many names, albeit all of his own choosing. Although, if you were unfortunate enough to brush against him, you might give him another. Thief.
How dare you, lady?
And so, in a dark Gwenenthel, the next tale begins. Not before a fabled door within the Gatekeeper Mountain, nor within the depths where prophecy was fulfilled and evil overcome, nor in a great hall where honors are given and received. Rather, it begins here in the capital city, when a fenling is apprehended and delivered to the dungeons. A misunderstood pilferer, Del Cottonwood.
So I'm playing Oblivion now? Beyond Shadowgate. Oh, okay, it's a trailer. I was gonna say, is there a second chapter? No, it's a preview for the next freaking game. Congratulations! You have beaten the Warlock Lord and saved the lands of Kal Torlin. Congratulations! You have defeated the Warlock and saved the lands of Shadowgate. And I also earned the hero achievements. I guess that's Shadowgate then. We're done with it. I know this is a remastering slash remake of a very old game. But I don't think... You know, there's a reason point-and-click adventure games... They had their moments and they fell, not from grace, but they just kind of disappeared from the public conscience, and this is a prime example of why. They're just not accessible The puzzle logics rarely make sense. I mean, I bumbled my way through most of the stuff in that game, but then there's stuff like that guy who was like just ominously looking at me from the back of a cave. It never fucking did anything. I think he attacked me once and I got to pick up his arrows. But I couldn't do anything against him. The fucking spell naming convention. And did some of those spells I get not actually do anything in the game? I swear they did. And the same with some of the items. I'm pretty sure I have items that never ended up doing anything. At least to my recollection. And admittedly, my recollection is not that great. But the interface is stupidly clumsy. The whole... where sometimes you won't let you proceed with the game unless you click on the little text box down there. That is frustrating as hell. The whole going into your inventory, selecting something, interacting with it, while being pixel perfect on what you want to interact with. And then if you're getting it wrong, having to repeat the whole... it's just so laborious. It could have been streamlined so much. I don't know. I mean, if you like this kind of game, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly functional. Aside from me buggering it up a couple of times, like when I solved the waterfall puzzle, but then farted around with it and it undid it. I mean, that's fair enough. That was me fucking it up. But then the thing with the dragon. That was nothing. You couldn't do anything with it. That whole room is... I think there was something in there, and then the dragon's just there, and you don't do anything with the dragon. He's just there to kill you. I don't know. I'm being 100% perfectly honest, I didn't enjoy the game that much. And it's not that I don't like point-and-click games, because the Discworld games are a couple of my favorite games. Okay, the first one does have exactly what I was talking about. I think the second one does. I never really got... but, you know, the writing was what was appealing about those games. It was the universe. But yeah, that had way more stupid bounds in logic that it expected you to just go along with, and insane puzzle answers that you just never fucking... unless you were just testing everything on everything. I mean, Broken Sword was okay. The writing didn't never really get me, but they were fine. The Mist, is it Riven? It's been a while. This one, it just didn't grab me. The art's really good, it looks... Why does it auto-save me outside it? Huh? Unless it puts the autosave at the top and... No, because Blackmere isn't here, so that must have been my save. But the whole navigating this sodding thing... Like, how long did this actually take in total? I think it was about 4.5, 5 hours, and it's something like... I'm trying to remember from when I loaded it today. Like 1,300 turns or something like that. That's a lot, and a lot of that was just trying to go back and forth. I mean, this as a map is not that useful. The fact that there's no fast travel, I get it, don't get me wrong, why it would be an issue. Because if you could just fast travel everywhere, how long would the game be? Yeah, this meat, what the did I ever use this? These candles? I used that once to climb a window. I think I used that once. I used that to kill something once. I mean, there's a load of these, and honestly, I don't even remember a lot of the plot of the game. And that's my own memory, I'll admit. This whole outfit thing is just completely superfluous. It's for one puzzle. I mean, did that ever come in? What's this whole armor mechanic? It seems like they implemented it, but then never came up with a reason to use it. I still don't know what the fuck this spell does. That's got one use. That's got one use for invoking Blackmere at the pedestals, I think. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know, he was completely fucking useless as well. Considering he's... Everything is in place, now is not the time for indecision. Why don't you just tell me that when I talked to you before? You were like... I can't remember what he was saying, but he was trying to be all cryptic. I'd prefer him... If I'm clicking on him, I'd prefer him to just say straight up what I've got to do. Because that's why I'm clicking on him. Because I haven't got a fucking clue. Yeah, I don't know. There's enough... The game plays fine. Like I said, if this is the kind of game you enjoy, I haven't really got much to compare it to, admittedly. I've not played a lot of these in a long, long time. But it just didn't do it for me. There's way too much that I found frustrating about this game to enjoy it. Some of the puzzles were interesting enough, and I felt, you know, relatively happy when I'd managed to work them out on my own. But so many of the things of where to go next was just the result of me blindly walking around, trying to find the next thing to click on to progress the story. Well, not even to progress the story, just to open up the next area. I mean, that's the other thing. This game's 5 hours, and there's got to be a good hour, and I'd probably go even further and say maybe even 2 hours of me just walking around, lost. Probably even longer than that, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, I mean, that's my opinion of the game. There's nothing fundamentally wrong with the game, other than my own issues with... And, I mean, I'll readily accept some people enjoy the kinds of, like I said, the leaps in logic that you have to do in these games, like the, you know, you find this, and then you use it on that, and then you use it on this, and that opens up that. Yeah, that's fine. I just didn't enjoy the ones this game had to offer. They frustrated the hell out of me, to be perfectly honest. Like, the only one that I can recall making clear sense was the runes, and putting them in the same order as the what do you call it? The astrological constellation thing. That's the only one where I could look at it and go, I know exactly what this puzzle is. But then again, I've got 2 spare. I mean, what the fuck are they? Maybe they're just there to to confuse you. To give you too many and you're like, oh, what the hell do I do? But yeah, that's the only puzzle that comes to mind. Maybe using the ice elemental on the lake to freeze it. But the whole thing where you can start getting those runes, they're having to fucking power up the pedestal by going right back to the beginning of the fucking dungeon, putting the skull, having to remember that there was a skull dislodged, which is crazy because this is the skull that was dislodged. So why we can't just fucking shove him back in, I don't know. At least that's the impression the game gives. And then going back to the dais and powering it up or whatever it was. Yeah, it's frustrating me remembering some of these puzzles, actually. So I'm going to call it a day. Yeah, I'm going to call it a day there. And say thank you all for watching. This has been Shadowgate, and I'll see you all next time.